Hello, Anton here. So this is a continuation from a previous donut drift guide, and this is about initiation. So first we start off with the power over. This means that we only use the throttle pedal to initiate our donuts, and this is a very beginner-friendly way or technique of initiating our donuts. This is simple. This is probably the first step you take as a beginner, and basically what happens is we go around our point of reference, in this case the white and red barrier, for our donuts at a constant radius. That means at a constant rate. We then floor the throttle, we add some inward steering, then we counter steer according to the amount of drift angle we add. And I also recommend coming off some throttle as you initiate your donut, as this can stabilize yourself at angle, and then get back on throttle to modulate and maintain your donut. Next we'll talk about the understeer you may face during the power over donut initiations, and this is due to the fact that as you apply throttle, as you floor the throttle, there is a bit of a delay in the tire slip at the rear. This is because the revs can take some time to build up, and therefore there isn't an immediate delivery in the power to the rear tires. So knowing this fact, we can slow ourselves down just a bit, maybe by 1 or 2 kilometers per hour or miles per hour, as we're doing our constant radius turn, like so. And over here actually you can see the example of a very fast power over being initiated, and over here I went wide and I had to correct my trajectory, so this is not what we want to do. So that means bring our speed down slightly and floor the throttle at a bit of a slower speed, and then therefore of course you initiate and you maintain your donut. Next up we have clutch kick initiations. This is more advanced, however donuts are a great place to practice all sorts of different techniques, and this is very useful for building up our revs and slip at the rear tires. And so this requires a sequence in the pedals to clutch kick. So clutch kicking means that we apply the clutch, we push in the throttle, we floor it, then we release the clutch rapidly, and then we modulate the throttle, so we can come off the throttle a bit to stabilize once we release the clutch, and then get back on it more to modulate the throttle. So we do a constant radius turn, we clutch kick, and we expect immediate and fast counter steering as the angle is added quickly, and then we modulate our throttle to maintain the donut, as you can see here. Next we'll talk about the handbrake initiation. Donuts of course are great for practicing this too, and over here it's important to use the clutch when you're using the handbrake, as if you just use the handbrake you can lock the rear tires and you can also stall your engine, since we are driving rear-wheel drive drift cars. And the sequence to this is that we are going at a high speed, we then push on the clutch, we pull the handbrake, we release the handbrake, then we apply throttle and we release the clutch. So at the end we also have a mini clutch kick, let's say, to build up the slip in the rear tires as we get on throttle, since the rear tires would be at a slower speed. So we go at high speed, we steer slightly inwards, then initiate with the handbrake, counter steer according to the amount of angle that we add, and we modulate the throttle to maintain our donut. Next we will go on to handbrake initiations with the foot brake, and this is effective because this can slow you down a bit faster. You can find yourself slowing down faster as you're using the braking force of the front tires as well as adding angle. You can feel yourself pivoting from the front and rotating faster as your front tires are slowing down also and your rear swings out. So this is a bit more advanced than before. Yes, it is more advanced. However, as you get used to it, you can find it very useful. So you go at a high speed, you steer inwards, then initiate with the handbrake plus the foot brake. You expect immediate and fast counter steering as the angle is added very quickly over here, and you modulate the throttle to maintain your donut. So the sequence is the same as before, however we add the brake when we're using the handbrake. If you're interested in a sim drift ebook, I created one. It's called Sim Drift Mastery, and it's linked below. I go through different drifting techniques, driving techniques, different setups, and even things like getting ready to compete, and the training I do, etc. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching, and put a like and subscribe. Thank you.